everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a seasonal chakra reading for each star sign. So as we're going into September, obviously the autumn period, this will cover September, October and November. And basically what I'm going to do is put the chakra stones in a bag, and then I will pick one out, and that will obviously tell you what you need to be focusing on regarding your chakra over that season period. So the cards I'm going to be using for the readings, which obviously I've premeditated on the cards as I normally do for most of my readings, are the Colette Baron Reed cards. I've got the Good Tarot, the Enchanted Map, the Wisdom of the House of Night. Those are all Colette Baron Reed's decks, and obviously I'll put the links below. And then I have the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Those are decks that I've used in my previous readings. I've also got the Moon Goddess Affirmation by Terry Foss, and these are lovely cards which I will be doing as a random pull at the end of the readings. And then for the animal medicine cards, because obviously it's to do with chakra and what you know, the influences around you, I've got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz. So this is the first time I've used this in my readings. And I've also got a new deck which is Whispers of Healing, which obviously ties in, I think, with the actual chakra readings, and that's by Angela Hartfield. They're quite big cards, these are, and the artwork, as you'll see as I go through the readings when I pull this card out, that's associated with each sign. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, and the artwork's by Josephine Wall. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these readings, guys, for you on this occasion. Like I say, they are sort of seasonal chakra readings, so I'll be doing one for winter come December, which I'll be through for December, January and February, and then obviously I'll do the spring ones, which are March, April and May, and then I'll be doing the summer chakra ones, which obviously are then June, July and August. So that's just yeah, you know, the quick outlook on explaining what these readings are about. So as I said, these are the chakra readings then for the autumn, and I'm going to be reading now for my lovely Taurians, just to see what chakra is going to be around you to work on, and why that is in the autumn period. Now, if you don't understand what chakras are, it's basically our internal meridian system, and these are different areas of our body that they relate to. What I'll do is I'll drop a link below, and then you can always click on there just to see what each individual one is actually focuses on within ourselves. But we've got the root chakra, which is the base chakra. We've got the sacral chakra, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye and the crown. And like I say, all these are our internal energy systems, and sometimes we can get these energy systems blocked, and then we have to try and work on the reasons why those are blocked to release the energy so they start flowing again. But like I say, obviously depending on which one I pick for your Taurus, I'll explain a little bit more about the one that you get drawn out. But I will drop a link below, so then you can actually, if you're not aware of how the chakra system works, then you can always have a little read on there. So I'm just going to drop these into this little bag, my lovely Taurians, and I'll have a look at which one is coming out for you guys for autumn. Just give them a little whiz around. Just put my hand in here, have a lucky dip. I'll have a look what we've got coming out. And we've got the third eye. That's weird. I've just done, who I just read for? Gemini. And they had the third eye. So yeah, that's interesting. So obviously the third eye is about trying to work on the things that we need to be more aware of. Obviously the third eye is our awakening spiritually, but how I look at the third eye sometimes, I mean, it's how we feel, it's the natural instincts that we can feel around certain people, and it's about having that vision of seeing the truth. Sometimes that's how I look at the third eye, because obviously we're not walking around with like a triclops with an eye on show in the middle of our foreheads, but it is an actual eye that we can't see, but it's an eye that is like a lens that filters in from feelings as well. It's like the all-seeing eye, really, and we've all got it, but it's how we learn to tap into it, so we can actually see things that we can't see with our own eyes. And that sounds confusing, but we've got obviously our own vision that we look at things, and we can see them for face value. But the third eye goes from like our gut reaction and feelings, and then it gives us another insight, another vision on that aspect. But I'll open up the reading just to see why that chakra stone's been pulled out for you then, Taurus, because obviously there's a reason why that you need to be more in tuned and seeing things and seeing people for who they truly are. So I'll just place that there for a second, and then I'll just pick up the cards. Obviously I premeditate on the cards, guys, if you're new to my channel, and what I do is then I do a little poetry twist to encompass the whole of my my reading, which is on this card here. So I'm just going to put that to one side and leave that till last. Now the first card, Taurus, that's going to come out for you, it's the energy you guys have been working through in the summer months, the last 3 months. So this is the Animal Spirit Medicine card, as I said to you before, by the Kim Kranz one, the Animal Spirit card, is what you'll be coming into, like sort of leaving what you've been dealing with in the summer. So you're coming in, guys, as the horse. This is an earth sign, which obviously depictates with yourself being a Taurian. But the horse here, I just feel you've had a lot of things going on in the summer, and I do feel it's to do with a relationship where you feel like you've just been sort of in a bit of a turmoil, not quite understanding some elements of a friendship or a relationship that's crossed your path in the last 3 months. And obviously this horse, like they're a free spirit, aren't they, a horse? But I just feel because of the crescent here, you've been quite knowledgeable and quite helpful, I feel, to somebody over the last 3 months, trying to help them spiritually, because I think some of my Taurians out there are obviously quite in tuned and spiritual anyway. But I just feel that you may have had to guide somebody or help somebody over the last 3 months. So I'm just going to open up the reading a little bit more to get a few more vibes on this. So we've got the High Priestess of Earth. Now, looking at this card, I do feel, as I say, this is more of a relationship-based thing here that's been going on then, guys, in the last 3 months. I just feel you've come out of the summer just basically everything's just been ruffled with you. You've just felt like this untamed energy that's been around you that you've been trying to tame. You've just been trying to help somebody. I just feel that you've been drawn to somebody over the last few months. That's obviously whether this is just on a friendship relationship, or it's actually got to a point of, there has been some kind of a liaison there. But I do feel the person you've had the liaison with, they've just needed help from you. They've needed help and guidance. But in another sense, I do feel they've sort of zapped your energies a little bit. I just need to open this up a little bit more, because I just feel they've just drained you. That's what I feel now. I just feel they're actually glided off your energy. You've been really good to them and you've helped them, but they've actually like zapped all your energy from you. Let's just open this up a little bit more and see what we've got. So going into autumn then, you've actually been there for somebody. You've encouraged them and you've helped somebody through a sticky phase of their life, but it's took up a lot of your headspace. Because where if you normally the Taurians I'm picking up with are quite light-hearted, spiritual, just free spirits, like the horse is a free spirit, and you've just basically go wherever life takes you, really. That's how I feel it's been in the last 3 months. You found yourself mixing with people or a collective, and within this collective there's just been this person, whether male or female, that you've been quite drawn to because they've needed some guidance. They've needed your guidance, your help, and but they've been in your headspace, guys. They've actually taken up a lot of your energy and a lot of your headspace. This is what I'm feeling. I'm not saying they took you for granted. They were very appreciative in everything that you've done, but I do feel it was always going to be, it was never going to be more than a liaison. It was never going to be more than, I think they thought it was going to be, they thought it was going to be a relationship starting with you, and that's why I've got this now. This is what's coming to me now. It's like this when I start doing these readings. I get a download, obviously, of more information. You consume them. I feel it's a new relationship over the last 3 months where you had your paths crossed, whether it's been in a collective where you've met them in a work aspect or whether you've met them on a social aspect. But you're a free spirit. You're a wild horse, basically, Taurus. You love to party. You know how to let your hair down, have a good time, and you're a wise soul. You're a wise person. But over the last 3 months, I think somebody's been drawn to you because that they love the wild spirit entity. They know they can get close, but not close, type of thing, and you consumed their headspace. That's what I'm getting. You consumed their headspace. They were in awe of you. That's what I want to say. They were absolutely in awe of you, and they were quite, as it's gone on, you've obviously told them, don't take too much to heart here. Yeah, I'm here to help you. Yeah, I'm here to do anything that you ask me to do, but please, please don't rely on me for a relationship, because I just feel the Taurians I'm picking up with, because they're such a wild spirit, they like their freedom. And yeah, they do like to help people, but they hate being attached. They hate to think they can't have that wild element about them where they can just flee, go and do anything they want to do at the drop of a hat. And I think this is what's gone on, guys, in the last few months. You've been there to give them the encouragement and you've been there to support them, but they've had more feelings for you than you've had for them, only because that's the way you roll. I just feel that you've held back. You've held the reins back. That's what I'm saying now. I'm getting like holding the reins back. You've given them the encouragement. You've given them the support. But I do feel they were a bit younger than you. And I think there was a little bit of an age difference where you were the older one and they were younger. And Taurians are quite sure-footed, and they tend to sort of be on a more of a link with somebody older than them. This is what I'm feeling relationship-wise. And I just feel that I saw a little bit of immaturity in this person. So without offending them, they offered them the help, they gave them encouragement, and they were there to support them. But their free spirit was saying, please don't take it any further. This is what I'm picking up with. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but this is what I'm picking up with somebody out there. This is what's happened over the last few months. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit more and see what we've got. Yeah, it's like you totally consume them. We've got Messenger of Water here, and I feel this is the person that you've been dealing with. They were in awe, like I say, they're just looking at you within awe. They're just mesmerised with everything that you were sort of helping them with, helping them grow, really. I just feel they've actually, you've made their spirituality grow, because like I say, it's Taurus, you're quite these people I'm picking up with here, that you're quite spiritual anyway, quite in tune, and because of the help and guidance that you've given this person over the last few months, they've obviously grown and matured, and they're just in total awe of you guys. They have got this fixation with you, and I think deep down you're aware of that, but you know, you have sort of put the record straight and said, yeah, I'm happy to be there for you, I'm happy to give you any advice, and they realise that they know their boundaries now, and it has been an emotional thing for them to deal with, because like I say, they just look at you in awe of what's gone on. So I'm just going to open it up a little bit more and have a look what's going on for the next card. Like I say, I still feel as you go into the autumn, this person is still going to be around you, but obviously so that they know their boundaries, and you're quite taken aback really to the fact that somebody has put you on this pedestal, but like I say, you're such a free, wild spirit that they know they can't cross that boundary. It's like, to me, it's like that's a piece of glass there, and this little seahorse, which is you, they're like just looking with their nose pressed up to the glass, just looking at you. So yeah, oh, Taurus, it's like making me feel, ooh. So yeah, what the next card I've got out is the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So what I feel here is, like I say, I just feel this is like an undercurrent, which ties in with the message of water. I just feel that this is just the undercurrent of this person that's still within your going into autumn. That's still going to be within your energy field, but obviously it's saying that the universe can truly get to work. So to me, that's just, you'll put your boundaries down. You'll say exactly how you feel, as in, you know, this can't go any further. I respect you and I'm here to help you. But then, you know, by not getting tied into a relationship, then you know there's things better out there for you. You know that this is not your person. That's what I want to say. You know that as much as you like this person, they're not your path. You're still searching for that one. You've still got that gut feeling, and so because you surrender and you know your true worth, and you surrender to that person, saying, look, you know, I'm here for you, I'm here to support you, but that's all it can ever be. We can never be in a relationship as any further. It's just on a friend's basis. And then the universe, you know the universe can truly get into work then, and still put you on that right path for you to meet the person that you know is fated for you, really. So that's what I'm getting there. So I'm just going to turn over the new card, which is the Whispers of Healing Oracle card, and we've got Remember. Oh no, we haven't, sorry. Oh God, not as though I need glasses, but it's got Reawaken. Yeah, I'll just hold it up. It's got Reawaken. So yeah, I just feel, because you've gone through all this, guys, all this, you know, trying to help this person in the last few months, it sort of dampened you down a little bit. The wild element is that you sort of had to tame yourself down to be around them, because I do feel this person was quite a fragile person. They'd got sort of self-confidence issues, they'd had problems with, they didn't feel like they'd got any self-worth. And I just feel, like I say, you've given this person, you've built them up over the last few months, and and it's now saying you've sort of put them on the right path, and you're still there for them to tap in if they need any further help, and they are aware of where they stand with you, because like I say, you know, you're beyond this piece of glass here and they're just in awe of you, but they understand where their boundaries are. So it's just saying, as you go into towards the end of the autumn, you know, going into November, you reawaken as what your true essence is, Taurus, and that is you're sort of got this you like to be on your own sometimes. You've got this solitary aspect about you. Yeah, you can be the focus and have a laugh and a joke in a crowd, in a collective, but then you always like to take yourself back into your own space, and then just busily go off and do what you want to do that makes you happy. And so it's just a reawakening to get you back in your own true essence. Because while you've been dealing with this person over the last few months, it's taken away what you love to do, because you've been given your time and energy around them. But it's saying, guys, as you go into August, as you're going towards the end of August, your own psyche, your own spirituality, it will be reawakened, so you can get back onto what you love to do. And that's why you've picked out the third eye, because it's got like a double whammy with you. The Taurians that I'm picking up with are already tuned in, already clued in, already aware of the third eye, and how that third eye can help give knowledge and help people from, you know, helping them to raise up from, like I say, this person I feel had no self-worth, no confidence, and your third eye abilities, that's what I want to say, your third eye abilities has helped this person greatly, and they have literally been in awe of you. Excuse me. They've been in awe of you because of the age gap. You know, they're a little bit more immature for you, really, and not, even though they were such a lovely person and everything else, they weren't for you in a relationship stance, even though they would have loved to have taken it further if you would have been open to them. But Taurus, you've always been black and white, and you would have, you know, once they'd sort of crossed the boundary a little bit, or even made a pass at you, because I'm getting that now. Some of these people might have made passes at my Taurians, and you've like pulled back the reins. Woo, hang on, you know, I might look like I'm a wild animal, but you know, I've got respect for me and I've got respect for you, and yeah, I'm here for you. I'll give you the advice. I've been here to help you, but that's it, you know. Piece of glass has gone down between the emotions, and even though they can still look at you and see you, they can't touch you. That's how I feel. Like I say, it's not going to be for everybody, but hopefully that some of my Taurians can link in on this, and it'd be interesting to get any comments if anything like this unfolds in the next 3 months that you can relate to. So any feedback on this would be great to get any feedback from you. So my lovely Taurians, you've come in like the wild horses. Do you know what I mean? In that wild spirit, coming into autumn. So as you go out at the end of November, because it's obviously you're going to be reawakening to your own power, into your own essence of what you're used to. So you're going out, my lovely Taurians, as the solitary bee, and that's what I was trying to explain. You are a loner. It's hard for some of my Taurians out there to engage in long-term relationships because you're such a wild entity. You're such a passionate, spontaneous person that you just love to be. Yeah, you like to be the busy bee, you like to be interactive, but then you like to be the solitary bee. You like to just take yourself off into your own little world. And obviously it's the alchemical sign for air. So you're going to free yourself up, guys, as you go into the end of November, going into the winter time. You're back in your own essence, back in your own entity. you've reawakened your own spirituality for you, because this has been zapped a little bit to help this person that you've been dealing with over the last 3 months. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is just give these a quick shuffle. They are the affirmation cards by Terry Foss, the Moon Goddess cards, just to see what little message we've got from here for my lovely Taurians. Oh, it's made me feel a bit like, oh, he or she was in awe of you guys. But obviously they weren't for you. You were just there, as you do, my lovely Taurians, trying to be, you know, there to help and advise and offer your spirituality information and guidance to them, which you have done, and they're really appreciative of it, but they're still in awe of you, and their energy is sort of, like I say, still tagging along with you as you go into the autumn. So yeah. Oh, so I'm just going to have a quick look at what card we've got for you, and I'm going to take the top one off there. And we have got I am living life with passion. So this is passion for you. And it's weird because look, we've got the solitary bee above the owl, and like I say, you're very knowledgeable, you know what makes you happy, and again, it's like saying you help people, and you observe. You're a very good observer, Taurus, in seeing when people are struggling, or people come, sometimes you feel like a magnet. You feel like people are drawn to you because of having this third eye spirituality sense. You are quite spiritual, and got a sixth sense type of thing. So you do live life with passion. Like I say, you're a free spirit, you're a wild horse, and sometimes you can't be tamed because you're just so headstrong in what you want to do. But you're so wise, Taurus. You're such a wise person where people will come to you, and that's why I feel you've found yourself in this situation over the last few months where you've had to give knowledge to somebody. But it's saying, you know, as you go into the end of autumn, you get your true essence back. And as I say, you've got the little bee here as well, and that ties in lovely. It couldn't have been, I mean, you've just seen me shuffle those, and it ties in lovely there, saying, you know, you are living life with passion because you're living it for you. Even though you're there supporting everybody else when they need it, you've always go back to your true essence of living life with passion for you. So that's what I want to say there. So I'm just going to tie this chakra read up, guys, with my little bit of poetry for you. And as I was doing the cards, meditating on the cards this month, I actually had different songs pop up. You know, just pop songs for lyric content, really. And I thought what I'd do is I'll put the link below so you can listen to the song that I'll pick for you. And for you, Taurus, it was Matthew Perryman Jones's Land of the Living. It's a lovely song, and I'll let you listen to the lyrics. And it's just more or less about your essence, as I said, how you love to be this wild spirit and spontaneous, and just live, as I said, living life with passion for you, even though you do help a lot of other people. So for the little poem, I've got: wild horses couldn't stop you helping someone in distress. You gave words of encouragement, yet your own emotions are in a mess. Learn to surrender your feelings, reawaken the old you. Learn from the stings of love and life. A new opportunity awaits for you. Because what it is, it's like learning from the stings of love and life, and learning to surrender. And you did. That couldn't have been more in keeping with, and surrender the outcome in the moment, that the universe can truly go to work. Because your emotions were in a mess at the time, because you knew in the true essence of you, Taurus, that this person, yes, you were there to help them because they were in distress and they needed your help. But you were in a mess with your own emotions because you don't like to hurt others, and you knew that they had feelings for you more than what you had for them. And that's what about the reawaken the old you, because you have been sort of consumed in this, and it has zapped your energies. And as you go into the latter part of the autumn, you are going to get back into the essence of you. So I hope, guys, that makes sense to some of my lovely Taurans out there. And I hope you've enjoyed these chakra reads. Like I say, if you've never understood the chakra before, I will put a link below, and you can have a read about how we get our internal energy flow blocked sometimes by what comes on our path. And what gets influenced around us. So yeah, I've absolutely loved that, Taurus. It's brought a little bit of a lump to my throat that they're so in awe of you, bless. But they are still around you as you go into autumn as well, but they do know where they stand with you. So I'll look forward to reading the winter chakra, which I'll do at the start of December. And I just hope, my lovely Taurians, you have a great autumn then. And I look forward to reading to you next time. Take care, thanks, bye.